awakeners of mankind up in here, bringing something fresh and new. Some of them blessings. Yabba. Don't you know things go in cycles? I go, hit them shots from them rifles. Sometimes life's all about survival, but I know, baby, D's is most vital. Don't you know things go in cycles? I go, hit them shots from them rifles. Sometimes life's all about survival, but I know, baby, D's is most vital. I'm a righteous man of color, a good and just brother, father to my child, son to my mother, husband to my wife, protector of the life.
Goes back for the chicken on his last run, and then he goes back over.
Oh man, that's
absolutely
logical.
the most though. That's adding the steps. That's doing the absolute most. They made it work.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you just.
I hear it.
That's like
That is doing the most.
It's doing the most, but that's
like doing a donut.
That's why I
It didn't
chose it
go.
though. Right. Okay, do y'all want to hear why I chose it? Because y'all know I'm always going to do something for a reason.
Yeah, go ahead. Twisted what a role model was to me. Feel me? And then I start seeing something positive, and it just starts becoming more like, let me take something from this person instead of idolizing this person for what they have, you know. And then even the good role models that I had, some of them passed away. Like, I'm 9 years old when I'm seeing my grandpa pass away. Feel me? And at 9 years old, you're not supposed to even be that close to understand what's really going on, but I was right there. So it's like, you know, but yeah, I feel like even though like people do negative stuff, they can still be a positive role model to you because they can show you what not to do.
Right.
So it becomes like a bittersweet type thing.
Just observe. At the break of every morn, rise with added strength. From the moment that we're born, rise with added strength. In the calm and in the storm, rise with added strength. In our most
Pretty much just guiding me through like obstacles in life because he's seen them or been through them or he's helped people go through them. So yeah.
I have to go back and look at what fit me. And so I just started building up my role models, but before I didn't have any. Soon to discover.
Anybody else?
I'll go. When I was young, I have 2 older sisters, and so my oldest sister is 6 years older than I, and she was my role model. She was my motherly figure when I was little, so we did a lot of things together, and as we grew up and everything, I saw her, you know, really flourishing in her life, and I struggled a lot in my early years trying to figure out who am I, what am I about, what am I doing in life, and I saw her be a successful entrepreneur and start her own business, and she's been my role model forever, you know, so I'm very fortunate to have her as a role model. And then in the business world, there are multiple role models for me that I've never personally met, but I look up to a lot of people as entrepreneurs that are living the lifestyle, you know, that I strive to live. And I think that we can have multiple role models and multiple mentors. I think that it's really important to have a vast majority of people pouring into our life.
Because like a role model, like we just shared, the definition is basically like imitating or mirroring somebody that you know feel like he's doing something or he's achieving something that you can do or that's like outstanding in your book or in your mind. And so I feel like football was when I learned like who my role model was, and my role model was basically Sean Taylor or Danny Thompson. And the reason why they were my role models is because of their backstory. Is like, because like people could show up to an event or show up in present you know what I'm saying, as like the freshest kid or like the most different or the handsomest kid, but really his mom's just doing crack, his dad is in jail, you know what I'm saying, like he has the worst background, but he's the flyest of them all, you know what I'm saying, it's like that, like Sean Taylor was one of the coldest, you feel me, to ever play, you know what I'm saying, and he died over some shoes, you know what I'm saying, and before he even died, he was providing for all his mom, like his first check that he got through playing football, he just threw it all the way to his people. You know, I don't say that's thrown away, but you know, he invested in his people. You know what I'm saying?
Stand up, rise, Ruhi with the wise, guide the wayward, lead the hapless, free the captives, awaken the heedless, that all may be blessed. Don't you know things go in cycle?
Personally, probably be scared to do. If somebody hasn't done that in their life.
Is authentic. Somebody who has integrity and somebody who follows through on their word. I am a big believer on my word is my bond. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I take that like really seriously. So I think that a role model would have that same value system, and also somebody that has a solid foundation of values and morals and that has respect for themselves.
Battle enemies with the open of hands, that's just unheard. But son, just observe. When them shafts fly, we press on word. Flashing up so words, we go forward. Battle enemies with the open of hands, that's just unheard. But baby, just
I used to define role models off of people that I knew was like a lot older than me, you know, and influenced me a lot to grasp life through their lived experiences. Being that they existed longer than I have and it was here before I was, then I started to realize that those are just more guiding hands or guiding people that can help me segue through life a little more better. But for the mentoring piece, and we're in current times, so I would like the best mentors now is that, you know, this generation through their immediate lived experience and the way that you guys are able to navigate through present times, I feel like that's a better understanding for current, present now. So to have a mentor, I needed somebody that helped me understand now the way culture is being operated now. And so, you know, like when it comes to even TGDub, not just because I know you guys or because we're affiliated, but through all authenticity and like being for real, you know, you guys teach me way more about current life than a lot of the people that can give me more advice on what I can do to live longer. You know, I think that the most important part is how do we survive today? And as long as your generation continue to figure out ways that you can survive the day, then those are the things that help me survive current circumstances and situations. So, you know, you guys is my best mentors now. And then it also shows that even in me pouring information into you guys, you know, that whole phrase, we can know a lot, but sometimes it takes us to hear the things before we be more proactive about it. And if I was to share out the information I shared through my lived experience, and you guys pick it up and then shoot it back to me, this is regurgitated information, and I think that resembles a lot more impact and more powerful outcomes as long as we can communicate with each other and grow with each other. You know, I think that there's no better example of doing things than, you know, building a relationship with y'all. So y'all are my mentors.
Spiritual fires, y'all. Aiko,